Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am making a video for Geist, the one-shot build. I saw a clip on Reddit that I showed at the start of this video that completely blew me away. I don't know why I never thought about just absolutely one-shotting somebody, but you know what? We're doing it. So I made this build. It's somewhat similar to my Phantom's Embrace build. The biggest differences is I get Mystic Reverb a little early on, and I imbue the ultimate instead of imbue malice. The ability points are in a different order, and there's a few new items. So let's just start from the beginning and do how I do my builds normally. And I'll put timestamps along so you can skip to whatever part you need to see. So for laning, I start Essence Bomb, Malice. First upgrade Malice, get an upgrade on Essence Bomb, get Life Drain, get a second upgrade on Essence Bomb, grab Soul Exchange, finish upgrading Essence Bomb because this is going to allow you to farm jungle camps, it's going to allow you to clear waves faster. You pretty much just need to get this maxed out as soon as possible, so it's going to help you a lot with your net worth. Get a second upgrade on Malice so you can get that 7% damage amp quicker. Fully upgrade your ult so it becomes an AoE silence. Finish getting Malice, makes it super easy to land. It's a big spread. And then finish upgrading Life Drain. So let's start with the items. So in lane phase, I usually buy these in order. I will get Restorative Shot if it's hard in lane and I'm kind of struggling because Geist's abilities hurt herself. So you kind of need a little bit more healing. And she has really low regen to start with. She has 1 base regen, so pretty bad. She does have Life Drain and whatever else to help her out with that, but this could help. So if I could tell it's going to be a hard lane, I'll get extra regen for some more regen, and then I'll get Restorative Shot for even more regen. They did nerf the damage on this just a little bit, but yeah, it's alright. You don't get it for the damage, you get it for the healing. And then I just buy these in order. Headshot Booster, it's good for poking. And Enduring Spirit gives you more life, gives you some spirit life still, and again, you're hurting yourself, but your kind of abilities kind of work around spirit life still really easy. Sprint Boots is always good, makes so you can walk quicker. She doesn't have a lot of mobility with her spells. However, we are going to get a Warp Stone later on to compensate for that. So Extra Spirit, Mystic Burst helps with the grenade bursting. Mystic Reach just makes it bigger, makes everything bigger, makes so you can reach your ult just slightly further. When you have this, it becomes 8 meters. And I promise you that 1 extra meter actually does matter. There are so many times where you're like right in their face trying to ult and you just can't. This will make the difference. Sorry. Kinetic Dash. This, you can do a dash jump for free, so it's kind of like having an extra stamina. It gives you some damage, gives you some health, a little bit more regen. Not too expensive. It's a good item. Warp Stone. This is an absolutely must buy. You cannot skip this. Sorry, I should have pointed out. You can kind of skip around in this section, but do not skip Warp Stone. Either get it first or second. Either you get it before Kinetic Dash or right after. If you don't have Warp Stone, good luck ever getting your ult off because nobody's going to let a low health Geist walk up on them. And the whole point of this build is to jump up on someone and one-shot them with your ult. So you have to get that. Improve cooldown, reduce the cooldown of everything. When you eventually upgrade it into Superior, you're going to imbue your ult so you can do it more often. Spirit Armor. I actually get this a little early on this character compared to other characters because when you do abilities like the self damage is actual spirit damage towards yourself. So Spirit Armor negates the amount of damage you're doing to yourself. So you kind of get double value on this character. Healing Booster, a little bit more optional. I don't get it unless they have a ton of anti-heal, and I feel like I just really want it. But typically I end up skipping this, to be honest. Enduring Speed, I get this a little bit later or a little bit sooner. Completely depends on if they have a lot of slows. If I'm going against a Kelvin, then I'll get this sooner rather than later. Soul Shredder Bullets. It's a good orange item. It's a good fill slot. Typically, if you're buying this, you're probably going to sell your Restorative Shot, which is fine because by now you don't need it. But you can sell that and get a Soul Shredder Bullets, which makes so when you shoot the person, they get a debuff, which makes them take increased spell damage and increased spell lifesteal. And later on, this does upgrade into spell slinger headshots, which kind of works well because you're going to get headhunter. Basically, if you shoot them, they just get a bunch of debuffs, and if you hit them in the head, then they get up to 12 stacks, 3% additional amp. So pretty good. Mystic vulnerability. This is really nice in this character because it's really easy to stack up. When you throw down your drain life, they are getting an increment. It's pretty much on cooldown, so pretty good. Oh, sorry. This just gives a debuff. Later on, this upgrades into escalating exposure. That's what I was talking about, where it increments up. When this is on them, they get spirit amp stack. So yeah. Suppressor. This just makes you have a ton of slowing, or for a ton of slowing for fire rate. When you upgrade it to Mystic Slow, you have a ton of slowing. Malice already has decent slow, and you're just spamming with that and that, so pretty good slows. Headhunter upgrade from Headshot Booster. I usually get this like kind of late because I would rather just get a Mystic Reverb earlier and imbue my ult, and also a Superior Cooldown and imbue my ult because I like one-shotting people. I think it's funny. So if you are going to get Leech, you do have to buy Healbane now. So you have to get this a little earlier on. So this is kind of, I normally put Healbane in a situational because it's like if you're going to get it for anti-heal, then there you go. But now you have to get it if you're even going to buy Leech. So it is nice having that anti-heal on your Leech, but it does make it cost more. So kind of an expensive item now, honestly. Spell Slinger headshots. I guess we already talked about this. Upgrades off the Soul Shredder bullets. Mystic Slow, we kind of talked about this. Upgrades off the Suppressor. It's mainly because for the slow, plus it gives you a little bit of movement. It's alright. Improve reach. When you buy this, imbue your Essence Bomb, so your grenades are just absolutely massive. Improve Spirit is nice because it's just overall tankiness, overall damage, and when you eventually get into Balance Spirit, the movement speed is super nice, the damage is super nice. And this does affect your burstiness. So if you soul exchange someone and you drop an Essence Bomb on them, it's a lot easier to one-shot them when you start having this kind of stuff. Improved burst. They did nerf this just barely. It used to do 9%. It did 9%, then they nerfed it to 8, then they nerfed it to 7, then they put it back at 9, then they nerfed it to 8. So currently, as of right now, it's at 8%. By the time you try this, I don't know what it'll be. It changes so often, it's impossible to keep up. But right now, it does 9% max HP bonus if you do a chunk of damage of 175 or more, which is going to happen if you ult them, it's going to happen if you malice them, and it's going to happen if you Essence Bomb them. However, it does have a cooldown on each target for 5 seconds. So if you throw a grenade in, hits everybody, they all can't be affected by that for 5 more seconds. But if you hit one person, you can hit another person with something else, and it will still affect them, if that makes sense. Late game, Spiritual Overflow. This just barely got nerfed on the cooldown reduction. The cooldown reduction used to be 15%. I think it's still good buy. I think it's still worth it. It was a little bit strong before, so I think it's still good. Siphon Bullets. This makes you really tanky, especially because it has HP still, and it still is max HP, so it actually makes the target squishier during that duration. So even if you just get a couple of pop shots on them before you actually engage with them, they're going to be squishier when you engage. So we kind of already talked about these. So situational, unstoppable, pretty self-explanatory. If you're getting stunned out the rear and you can't even play the game, there you go. There's your answer. Knockdown. This got pretty significant buff against flying characters. Basically, if they're up in the air and they get knocked down further, the further they fall, the longer the stun is. So yeah, same as before. If you want to knock down Vindicta, buy this. If you want to knock down Greytown, buy this. Curse. Same as before. If you want to silence, honestly, not same as before because you already have a silence with your ult. You almost don't want to get this now that I think about it. I kind of put it here because it's like one of those items that are just pretty much good on everybody, but it's expensive to commit to that, so I'll leave it situational for now, but I might end up taking that off, to be honest. Well, that's the whole build. I'll showcase a game that I did using the build. and I'll show a couple of cool clips, just absolutely one-shotting people, and you'll see why I wanted to try it so bad. So yeah, let me know if you guys have success with this build. I feel like Geist isn't quite back. She used to be like way OP, but she's still really good. But yeah, either way, enjoy the games. Good luck. Have fun. See ya. All right. We're abusing this broken Mystic Reverb on the ult right now.
Misery comes for you.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh, what a joke. Such a stupid hero. In lane. Lands like two ground strikes and you're just dead.
Hayes is missing from green lane. Never mind.
I see Wharton.
Time to die. Your life is at stake. There's no escape. It's not my time. You don't walk away from this.
Okay, now I'm going to go.
Your death is inevitable. You will know.
They've destroyed the Guardian on purple.
It's a boring way to play, but that's how you play. It's how you win lane every time.
Take my boon and be blessed. The spirit urge waiting to be claimed.
Misery comes for you. It starts with a sting. Knocked down. And they thought they could escape.
Always teabag Lash. Lash is the a-hole.
Time to die. You won't walk.
We're backing off. Or they're chasing you.
They just both ulted me.
Bebop, grab that other bridge buff.
Come back from it.
On my way, guys.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
She already used her knockdown.
There's no escape. Your time runs short.
Lash is here. Keep your wits about you.
He teleported.
This is just a
Flash. behind.
This is just a taste of
Great talent above. Nice.
the work continues. And they thought they could escape.
Yeah, Viscus didn't die. He was in his testicle form for most of that fight.
I know, but he got out, and I swear I killed him. I guess I
Thank
just
you.
got him really low.
Oh, I was jumping right when you grabbed me. Whoops.
All good.
Ooh.
I fought tougher.
He'll hit Wraith.
Time to die. You
Nice hook. Holy cow. That's a big ball sack.
Turn is waiting.
We can mid boss off that. 2 picks. And we're all up right here.
The rejuvenator is descending.
Oh, they're in the arcade up here.
That's a sad lash.
You just see my Malice one-shot that guy? Or my Mystic Reverb?
And they have one shrine. The ritual must continue. To complete the ritual.
Please end.
This is one of many victories.
Used to buy us time, so we may bring
Give me
them.
not.
Good God, Bebop, are you ever gonna let them move?
Soon you will see. It starts with a stick.
Just non-stop hooks? Jeez.
Bro, I hate you, bro.
You will
He is making short work victory.
What is this? GG? Question mark? Guess so. Healing was pretty good.